Happy belated birthday, Justin.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
For the audience, in case this becomes the intro, we skipped a week because, a lot of stuff came up amongst, including your birthday. And I think I need to add that to my Google calendar because, I've already forgotten what day it was, and you don't need to say it. You don't need to say it.
Yeah, on
but...
the air. My birthday, guys. This is my social.
Yeah.
You already have my pseudonym.
Yep. Hello and welcome to Potato Chip Pictures, the movie franchise review podcast. My name is B. Sammy Davis.
Hello again, I'm Justin.
And today we are looking at 1990's Child's Play 2. Justin, tell me about this movie.
I wish I could have never seen it again in my life. The director of this movie, based on our extensive research, is John LaFia, with Don Mancini, if we remember that was one of the original screenwriters on Child's Play 1, coming back to screenwrite number 2, and future spoiler, he comes back a lot. Producer for this is, again, David Kirshner, with a, symmetrical budget of $13 million. The return, however, is about $9 million less than last time, $35.8 million.
Yeah, and I watched a video today. I didn't know this, but apparently there was either distributor or not producer, but there was one of the companies involved in this franchise wanted out of horror at the last minute. And so they had a majority stake in the franchise. And then one of their owners was just like, no, horror is evil. We're not going to be spreading evil in the world. And so it almost never happened. And frankly, you could have had no sequel, and I think Child's Play would stand on its own. But
yeah,
I'm going to go out on a limb and say this might be one of those franchises where I end up enjoying it a lot more than you because I love this movie.
Spoiler, I mean, we haven't gotten to the reviews, but no. I mean, as a bird's eye view of my rating, I think he dies as much in this one as he did in the first one. And knowing that this is a several movie franchise, I'm like, well, I can imagine in 1990 them assuming that he's finally dead. And it kind of sticking, but kind of being open because he came back after Child's Play 1. Knowing that he comes back for many more rounds is a bit of a spoiler. I think that colors my review because I'm like, this horror icon, I'll give him that, isn't going to die, and he looked super dead in this one.
Yeah, this is going to be a hard one to come back from.
Apparently not.
This is going to be one of those where I'm interested to see, because frankly, I was curious how they would bring him back in this one, and
I think it's logically
then I was
done.
satisfied. Yeah,
I think so too. Yes.
I think the teeth were needlessly creepy.
I don't know about needlessly, but I think they were creepy.
Yeah. I was just like, would they really put these steel but browned and charred
real
teeth?
Real dentures, practice at a dentistry office or something.
But also gross and faded, and they didn't put new teeth in it, is the point that I'm making. I'm just like, what the heck? But there's really only, I'm going to just say, in the big picture, as I'm thinking about this whole movie, there are two moments where I didn't like them. And well, no, the teeth, that was creepy and I liked it. I appreciate it. But there are two moments, and when we get to them, I'm going to be like, this was one of them. This kind of colored my score. But I don't mind being like the movie and saying this one kind of takes off at a clip. They're like, let's get moving. No time to waste. Like, let's go.
I pulled up the wiki to try and be like, okay, what exactly happened? Because yes, while the clip is faster, I feel like nothing particularly happens other than, like, I don't know. I feel like the cop story from the first one and going to, like, I don't know what you call it when Andy gets taken by the police officer and left in the hospital area. This one, he's at a foster house and at the factory, and there's two locations in this movie, and it feels weird comparatively, I guess.
I kind of feel like this was a much better opening than the first one. Like, the first one had this action opening, and then we go to boredom for like 15 minutes. And this one gives us the exposition with the action. So, like, we're getting the rebirth of Chucky. Meanwhile, we're seeing, like, what happened to Andy. His mother got institutionalized, and I guess Detective Norris just kind of changed his story, and that's why he's not in the movie. But that makes him kind of a scumbag to be like, oh, I guess I wasn't being killed by a doll.
Yeah, I was combing back over what happened. Either I missed the explanation. I felt like this, whatever his name was, Matson is the main initial lawyery kind of guy. I don't know.
Oh yeah, the executive.
I either missed it, but however we find out that it's 2 years since the events, I'm like, why is it? Reading it, I'm like, why is it 2 years? Like, this feels like
because it's been 2 years.
In real
1988 to 1990.
See, I mean, it's a fantastical story. So let's. I don't need to be that nitpicky, but it didn't feel like 2 years. Sure, the kid could have grown 2 years, but you could have told me that this was like 6 months from the first one. I'd be like, yeah, that's fine.
I wouldn't have bought it. I wouldn't have bought it if you said 6 months. He's noticeably older. To me, this is like the Stranger Things actors still being in high school. I'm like, why are these college graduates still seniors in high school? I just feel like at least this franchise was kind enough to be like, hey, our child actor has gotten older because that's how time works. So the story is going to jump way ahead. Now, I am going to say it's a little weird that for 2 years, Andy was never placed with a foster family.
Mm-hmm.
He was essentially institutionalized just like his mother.
Yeah. I can agree with that.
But yeah, I do think the executives are sufficiently sleazy.
Oh yeah, everybody's gonna forget about it. Like, it's been 2 years. I would imagine they would forget about it if you just got rid of the doll. The reconstruction for analysis is kind of a throwaway. Okay, we got to reconstitute him for some reason.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess I had kind of blocked that from my mind. So there are 3 things that are kind of weak in this movie. And the reconstruction of Chucky, while I'm glad it's happening and it gets us into the movie quickly, at the same time, when I was watching it, I was like, why would they do that? Like, why would that make sense at all? Why don't you just grab the black box from it? Why do you have to build the whole thing out of new parts with the same head, I guess?
And it seems like they have a little bit of trust in the credibility of the story, and then it kills one of the workers once it gets rebuilt. It's like, well, this could be an evil doll, guys. Let's go throw it away, because we're gonna dispose of the doll that we reconstructed for analysis. I'm like, I don't know.
If I were the executive, so accepting that we are now going to destroy the thing that killed another person and we don't want to actually analyze it. If I were the executive and I saw it now sitting upright next to the door, I think I'd be pretty freaked out. I would be like, screw this noise. We're done. Yep. We're done here, everybody.
I am quitting. It's my last day, and don't call me.
You guys deal with the doll. I'm out of here. That's surely what he should have done.
Well, the guy that takes him to dispose of him gets strangled in his car. The only issue I have with this whole thing is that the wiki says he was pulling over to get vodka for his wife. And in the phone call, it sounds like he says like happy 2-week anniversary or something like that.
It can't be his wife.
I was like, what is this phone call? Is he supposed to be more sleazy or what? I don't know that I'd watch it again just to figure that out, but I might watch it again just to figure that out.
I clearly remember the 2-week anniversary because I was thinking like, okay, this is a nerdy yuppie.
Yeah.
And he's bought himself a new girlfriend. And so he's got to keep her drunk in order to keep her there. And
that's what it felt like, yes.
Yeah. So I think that was just a misprint on whichever Wikipedia editor decided to write that. Because I'm looking at the horror.fandom page and
what does it say?
I'm looking for it and I'm not seeing anything about Matsson's. Oh, wait. Here we are. Mattson attempts to put Chucky into his trunk. Then he stops at the liquor store for the vodka for his anniversary. While the liquor store, they don't say anything. They don't say anything about the phone call. They just say he stopped at the liquor store. They don't even talk about his gold card getting denied because they only take cash.
Cash only, man. Oh, I mean, that did a good job as placing him as a yuppie or something.
Oh, yeah. So, scene setting, I think it's pretty good. And I love that we've got a living doll right away. And we've got, oh my God, I can't believe I've forgotten his name. Brad Dourif's voice right away. There's very little of the movie where we're pretending that Chucky is a doll. Like, so to the credit of this franchise, they're like, Chucky's back, baby. And I like that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't. Based on the introduction, yes, Andy is at a foster home, but man, it just feels so like, well, this really sucks, doesn't it now? Like,
yeah,
they might try to be good foster parents, but man, just seems
the foster
rough.
Dad sucks.
Yeah.
Phil, that's his name.
Written
it feels
suck.
like
Sure.
Yeah. Well, and I feel like they wrote it to feel like the bad stepfather, like someone who just married the mom and he's some jerk, but he's a foster dad. Like he should, I don't know. I'm spoiled by Shazam, the DC movie where it's such a wholesome foster family. I'm just like, why couldn't this be wholesome?
Yeah. Just believe Andy and all this kind of resolves too quickly, I guess.
True,
I
true.
appreciated the older foster sister
Mm-hmm.
being, although I feel like she's too cool to be actually still in this house with his foster people if they're like, well, get Andy out of here. But Kyle, yeah, she's fine.
Yeah, like sure, she smokes and she comes in late and she
Yeah.
probably gets arrested a few times, but we're
Andy thinks
ready
his
to handle
doll is
that.
trying to kill him. Get him out of here.
He's too much.
And yet he's
Yeah,
right.
and why? Oh, I'm well, okay, fine. It's a popular doll. These are people with money. They bought the doll for another
Yeah.
kid. So there's a Tommy in the house, but it, triggers Andy, and we get some pretty great child acting from a kid who is freaked out by this doll. Oh, I liked it. I like that. I really got to say, there are moments of this foster family where I'm like, great touch. I like that. I just really don't like Phil. That's my beef.
Phil gets to be the sacrifice, but not yet.
Much later. For now, he's just a jerk.
Yeah, because let's see. Chucky used the phone in the car to figure out where Andy is because he's still set on changing into a human. Because he doesn't want to be a doll. I don't know if he started bleeding out of his nose yet, but the sign that he's turning into a person is that he can bleed. So he shows up, ties up Andy while Kyle's gone, like that first night, right? Like,
yeah, it's
so
Andy. Quick. I was shocked at how fast Chucky got into the house and started doing hijinks. Like he buries Tommy, he breaks the priceless thing, he ties up Andy, and no one, well, of course no, that's one of the brilliant things about this franchise, at least in these first two movies. Of course no one believes that a doll is doing this. It's got to be the kids. Like, Andy's the new person in the house. People are what break things. It's got to be Andy. So
it works that way.
Yeah, I felt like I was really deep in the movie. and it really was, because there was no pretense of surprise. They were just like, let's have Chucky be evil. Let's let him do it for the whole movie.
Step one. So he goes to sleep, apparently not disturbed enough to not fall asleep before the next day going to school. Like, I don't know if Chucky says why he's not going to try it again. I mean, maybe, I guess, since Kyle's home, but I don't think Andy shares a room with Kyle. But
Nope.
She just came in through his bedroom window because that's not her bedroom window. Like,
or maybe, I mean, they don't say anything about it. Maybe they do, and I missed it, but it's nice that she does.
She saves him. That's good. I have no problems with Kyle. Like, maybe I'll think of something, but I think for most of the part, I think it was a welcome character.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Kyle. I kind of hope we get to see more Kyle. Like, I'm sure we're going to get more Andy because we've had 2 movies of Andy, and Andy is the one that, in theory, Chucky needs to transfer to his body. But then again, thanks to the end of this movie, we know that's no longer the case. So maybe we're going to be done with Andy. Maybe we follow Kyle. Possibly. I genuinely don't know. I'm sure I have seen the third one once in my life. I just don't remember it.
We will see it again.
Yeah. But yeah, I liked Kyle. I thought Kyle was a great character, and I'll admit, a little too 80s for me at the beginning. I was like, okay, we got a girl smoking and saying, I'm a big girl. And like, I'm a woman now. I'm 17. And that's just going to be kids forever. That's the way they are. As I'm aging, I am realizing, yeah, man, once a kid hits 16, 17, they're like, I'm ready. Give me the world. I can take it. I'm ready to take on everything. And
It's be fine.
yeah. So in that way, Kyle is kind of realistic. It just came off a little too 80s for me, because
Yeah.
really the 80s aren't going to end until Nirvana tells us about teen spirit.
But this one it's the 1990. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think the 90s begins until what, 92, 93? Is that
I
when
guess.
grunge begins?
Feels like it. The school.
Yes. Let's get to my first big thumbs down.
Sure. He wakes up after being tied up the night before. No problem going back to sleep. They go to school, and we see Chucky's legs hitch a ride on the bottom of the bus. And so, obviously, Chucky is also at school.
Bum, bum, bum.
I don't even know what happens before Chucky writes stuff on Andy's paper, because I feel like something must have happened, like he introduced himself to the class or something.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah, it's like either nothing happens or it was so bland. I don't recall for that reason.
Mhm.
Because Chucky kind of just gets Andy in trouble, but then gets locked in the closet. So Andy runs away. But
Oh, yeah. Ugh. Okay. Everything you just said sounds great. We've got Chucky causing mayhem, making Andy out to be really this little hellion. Like, he is bad at home, he's bad at school. Like, maybe Phil's right. Maybe Andy's not ready for human society.
mhm.
And then Chucky gets locked in that closet, which is not the plan. And he tries to get out, but he can't. So he begs Andy to let him out. Andy runs away. And like, this should be a great setup. I don't care. I don't know. I don't like that he kills the teacher, because there's no consequence. And I just don't know the teacher well enough to be like scared that he's going to kill her. You know?
She's mean to Andy, and it's like, well, is Chucky just, taking care of the people that hurt Andy? You could make a slight argument for that, but
Is he a guardian angel?
right. Yeah, I think he stabs her with like an air
Like a bike
in the
pump.
closet, and then apparently beats her to death with a yardstick. But
Mm-hmm.
I think, did you say there's like no consequence? It just,
I don't know if we ever hear about it.
the
Because,
teacher's dead.
yeah,
the parents-
Ms. Kettlewell calls while she's alive to say that
Mhm.
Andy was kept after school. And no one calls them to be like, the teacher is dead. Like,
Yeah.
to my knowledge, I think it's an inconsequential death.
Yes.
Maybe.
Yep. I would agree, because I was trying to rack my brain and say, well, yeah, the school calls to tell him that, oh, the teacher's dead and Andy's implicated in that. It's like, well, it would kind of make sense, but
Mhm.
nope. We just
Yeah.
end up back at the foster home.
Yeah.
It's like, why did he have to go to school to kill his teacher? I feel like, yes, I guess this is a third location, but nothing consequential really happens.
Mhm. It's just another kill.
Yeah.
That's really all it is just a kill scene. No consequence, no future reference. No one cares. We're never going to go back to school anyway, so what does it matter?
Yep. That solidifies it for me.
I mean, that's just one of my two big thumbs down, because when we go home, I don't know. I'm really into the murder night that comes, because on our second night is when really everything goes down. Like,
Mhm.
this movie does not give us a week. It doesn't give us a few days. It's like 2 days.
Plus 2 years.
Yes. But we didn't get to see those 2 years. It's just
Right.
the story itself happens in, I think, just the
Less
course
than
of 2
48
days.
hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I feel like that's where I'm thankful that it's fast, but also, I guess I don't know how long the first movie took because he has his birthday, gets Chucky.
Yeah. I think it was
Do
like
they go to
3
sleep at all?
days.
Maybe. Oh yeah,
Maybe.
because he takes Chucky out on the town, and they blow up a house.
Yeah. And he goes to the the psychological hospital.
Mm-hmm.
It might also just be 2 days. Maybe this whole franchise is a 2-day affair. Things
I
that
think
happen over 2
it's
days.
just the factory, foster house, school, foster house, factory.
Well, there is a location in between. There's the orphanage.
Orphanage.
So I'll give you the quick of it, unless you want me to slow down for things.
I'm
But
trying to remember it.
they go back home. Chucky or Andy tries to confront Chucky. Chucky kills Phil. The mom, I've already forgotten her name. She calls foster care to say, you got to take him. He's taken back to the orphanage, and Kyle discovers that Chucky is alive, and Chucky kidnaps Kyle. So there's also the road. That's another extended location.
The road that's right next to the
this orphanage that's right next to a toy factory.
Yeah.
I guess not right next to it. There was that news truck that drove them around for a while. It just feels that way.
Feels so sparse, I think, is my main complaint.
See, I'm going to recommend a movie to everybody. It's called Hush. And I think that's genuinely only one location. Like, I think they show up to the cabin in the woods. The neighbors come over once, and then the rest of the movie just happens in that cabin. And it's one of my favorite thrillers. It's very, very good.
You can't even say anything more about
it. Yeah. I mean, I'll say the big gimmick about the movie is that I think there's only 4 characters in the whole movie. The main character is a deaf woman. The killer is just some masked man who shows up, and he's trying to terrorize her, but he discovers that she doesn't hear him. So then he decides to terrorize her in other ways. We meet the 2 neighbors. They show up maybe once or twice in the whole movie, but it's so limited and so powerful. Like, it's such an incredible movie, and I think it primed me for movies that are, limited in what they're going to show us.
I'll have to give it a try.
Yeah.
Well, orphanage because Phil's dead.
Yeah, I do want to say I'm on the fence about Phil's death. I don't know. It does make me flinch when he falls and breaks his neck, but like the hook and the how's it hanging, Phil? Like, there's just some Chucky moments that don't work for me, but the tension, the build up to it while Andy is hunting Chucky, like, that's a very tense scene, and I just didn't feel the payoff of Phil getting murdered at the end of that scene. I don't know. But then other times I think about it and I'm like, everything came to a head, and it was a third party who took the beating for it,
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you have any thoughts about this night? This murder?
I was trying to go back to it. I think it's in the first movie, Andy doesn't really go after Chucky to kill him, does he?
No, he is so scared of Chucky.
It's a nice growth from that. He gets the turkey knife, the electrical gadget, and protects himself, but he's looking for Chucky to take the fight to him. I'm like, that's something.
It's commendable. And like you said, it's character growth, thumbs up. I don't know. That's why I feel like Phil's death doesn't work for me, because leading up to it is a genuinely great moment for Andy. Like, yeah, he's just a kid. He doesn't know how to defend himself, but he knows it's going to be him or Chucky. And he has to make it him. Like, no one's going to believe him. No one's going to back him up. He has to beat Chucky tonight. And I like that. It's good.
I think some of the, like, oh, he's going to be in the washing or the dryer. And he goes and checks it. It's kind of a little silly to me. But I'm not too concerned about it. Phil dying, it kind of feels like what you call it, justice for not believing Andy. Like, just listen to the kid. He sounds terrified. Like, how bad is it to say, oh, you're really terrified right now? Maybe we should figure out what you're talking about.
Yeah, the best dad in this whole movie is Kyle. After Phil is dead and they're both in the backyard, and Andy's just like, I didn't kill him. Like, I am just telling you, that doll is alive. It is going to try to kill me. And frankly, if you don't get out of here, it's probably going to kill you too. Like, oh man, I love Kyle and Andy in this movie together. Like, they do feel like brother and sister. Yeah. And this is a really good scene for the two of them.
Yeah, I think it's a good pair. But they take Andy away, but we stay at the house? Or do we go
because Kyle's going to go swinging in the backyard.
She uncovers the disturbed dirt because, of course, Chucky buried the doll under a
Tommy doll.
Like, for narrative purposes, it had to be there so that she could swing and uncover it accidentally.
But I'm also thinking, well, I don't know the full layout of the garden, but it seemed like everything else was very grassy.
Yeah.
And so I think people would notice. So I think the swing was a good call, because it's already where no grass is.
Sure. Okay.
But I don't know if there were other spots. I'm sitting here thinking about it, and I'm like, weren't there also bushes nearby? Like, or a thick wooded area? Like, couldn't you also dig there? Like, I just don't remember the backyard well enough. I remember being satisfied by the placement at the time, but now I'm thinking about it, and maybe I'm just rewriting the scene in my head, like, and misremembering.
Just a doll. It's not an actual dead body, so it's not like...
Yeah, but it still feels pretty horrifying.
But Kyle tries to tell, what is her name?
Joanne. I just saw it.
About the doll, but she's already dead because Chucky's been here the whole time.
And he tries to get Kyle, but he chooses not to kill her. Like, he chooses to kidnap her and force her to take him to the orphanage. And I'm sitting here thinking, why don't you do that with Joanne? Like, or did he just... I don't know. I don't understand a psychopath's reasoning for what they do.
Yeah.
But it also seems like he's genuinely trying to kill Kyle.
I wouldn't trust him to let her go, so yeah.
It's just weird that he ends up kidnapping her, but she's going to drive. We're going to get some scenes on the road. Some pretty good scenes on the road, if I'm honest. I really, I don't know. I'm finding, just like, so in the last movie I said I really liked everything with Andy and Chucky. Well, now I'm liking everything with Andy, Chucky, and Kyle. Like, those are the three double thumbs up characters for me.
Yeah.
Except for the teacher kill. That's my thumbs down.
Yeah, I like Kyle and most of what she has to do in this, trying to keep Andy safe. She feels like a character in on the horror. She gets kidnapped, so like forced to go driving. But like the mom and the dad and the orphanage and the I feel like even the executives didn't really treat the doll as, oh, actually, this thing could be alive.
Yeah, everybody has heard this story, and nobody believes it. Everybody keeps hearing this kid is convinced that a doll is trying to kill him. And then the doll shows up and there's some mysterious murders. No one thinks it could be the doll.
Nope. Impossible. Just have a bunch of really, if you may go back to the first movie, all the aftermath of that. Like, yeah.
I've got one more beef. It's not a full thumbs down. It's just something that I realized I was misremembering because it doesn't make sense that it happens in the order that it happens. In my head, they go to the orphanage first and then Kyle crashes the car and tries to run over Chucky. But no, she crashes the car like right next to the orphanage.
Yeah, I was trying to... Oh, yeah, because he goes there first. I thought the same.
Yeah, like in my head, that's what it had to be. But the wiki is saying that she crashes. They have their fight. One thing I liked is we're watching Kyle's feet, thinking that he's going to go for the ankles. And then he's on the hood of the car and he's got his knife to her throat, where he's like, no, you're going to take me there. Oh, and I guess they get back in the car and they drive the car to the orphanage.
I was trying to remember what happens in the orphanage because Chucky gets another kill. Because the orphanage director picks him up. Apparently he's able to hide, a knife on him.
Yeah.
And she falls on the copier.
Oh, I do like the copier. Oh boy. Once you reminded me of the copier, I was like, you know what? Screw everything you just said. This was a brilliant kill.
I'm like, we keep hitting the beats that throw your score upwards and my score downwards.
Like I said, I think this is going to be a franchise where I'm going to come away saying, brilliant, this was the best.
And I'm here like, I can't have any refund for watching this show.
Now, in my defense, this is not like 007. This was your idea.
I mean, it's fair. It's fair. I admit that I do want to hit franchises that, maybe I didn't see the original go around. I hear that it gets better, so I'm excited for a better Chucky.
I'm already on board. I am already like, wee, let's go on another ride.
Oh, well, I was about the copy machine.
And I was thumbs up about the copy machine.
Trying to think of any of the other ones. Oh, I mean, my brutal one is in the factory, but we'll have to get there.
Yeah. Oof. I was going to say, there's not a whole lot to come. There's a car chase that's pretty good because Andy and Chucky get into a newspaper delivery truck that just drives around with the back open, I guess.
Yeah.
And the 80s were different, man. Even though this is 1990, I'm still going to say the 80s were different. And Kyle has to pull up next to him and get him to pull over, but they're gone. And it turns out we're at the factory. And this is my thumbs down. The assembly line has its moments, especially towards the end, but the doll area, the maze, the labyrinth,
sucks.
I hate that so much. Thumbs down on the labyrinth.
I love it. Never mind. No, I hate it too. It looking at it backwards, it just is a pad for time. Like they run away, and then suddenly they find the area that's clear for them. Like,
yeah, they get lost and they're scared. It looks like they're running in a circle.
Yes,
like 2 or 3 times. I think they take several right-hand turns and then like one left-hand turn at one point. And I'm just like, why would anyone set up a factory where you could get lost?
Yeah.
Like, this warehouse makes no sense. And so just the storage area, like, I get it. I don't get it at all. I'm about to say I get it because we need Chucky to discover that he can no longer change back or transfer bodies. But he could do that anywhere. He could do that on the factory floor. We don't need the warehouse maze.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
It's the worst part of this whole movie.
I think I liked when they were scrambling up a conveyor belt to get away a little bit.
See, and I that's what I was about to say is like, I'm so angry at the labyrinth that it kind of makes me forget that I really do like the factory. It sticks in my head. I know I had seen it before because once it started happening, I was like, holy crap, I've seen this. I had not seen the rest of the movie, but I have seen this factory. And I had a lot of fun watching it again.
Yeah.
There's one kill that is similar to the teacher kill. Where it's just like, we got to kill someone else.
Who is it? Let's find it.
The
Technician
factory worker. Yep. And it is the same technician. It's the other guy who was assembling Chucky.
Man, that's just bad luck.
Yeah, he got them both.
But yeah, that one's pretty brutal. I wouldn't say it's my favorite because the whole setup was like, oh, Andy and Kyle have to get through this machine that's putting eyes in the dolls, but it doesn't put eyes in every doll. It doesn't come down all the time the same. But they're gonna break it so the technician can come fix it so that Chucky can kill somebody with it, and then he can dangle from a thing. Like, it's a bit contrived, sure.
It's not great, and I'm already angry at the maze. Mm-hmm. So, like, that part didn't work as well for me. But when the technician gets doll eyes plugged into his head, that was pretty cool. Like, I like the corpse after. I was like, okay, I'm back in.
It's a very gruesome looking dead corpse.
Yep. I just imagine what it would be like the next morning when everybody showed up to work.
Yeah. Well, we get the maiming and re-killing and explosion of Chucky to wrap up the second movie.
There are 3 kills of Chucky. I think there were 2 kills of Chucky last time.
He caught on fire and then they shot him.
There are 3 kills last time because they shot him to bits and then they shot him again.
Yep.
And then this time, so our first one, they get him on the, well, we're kind of skipping over a lot. There's a lot of pretty good horror in this, Tim Burton-esque factory. Like, it's such a horrifying location, but it looks good and it's kind of spooky. And I did get a little tense where I was like, is Kyle gonna die? Like,
yeah,
who are we gonna lose? Who's gonna be the one who doesn't make it through this movie? And then we finally get to the conveyor belt. They trap Chucky on this machine.
He loses his hand.
They send him backwards, and yeah, like the mangled mess that comes out, that's all arms and legs. Like at
Very
the moment
gross.
I was like, that's so gross to look at, but I did kind of think there'd be more blood.
Yeah.
And of course there would have been more blood because Chucky made it out. His legs are all messed up now, but he made it out.
Yeah. That was trying to remember where
At some point he lost his hand, and I don't remember.
It was in between the maze, and then they run away and they slam the door on his
That's
hand
right, and he
rips
ripped it out.
while he's
Ooh.
screaming. That is a
gruesome
decent scene that we did skip over. Yes.
Well, and then when he replaces his hand
Yeah.
with
A
with an
knife.
upgrade, oh man! Like I'm watching a doll and I flinched.
Mhm.
Like, Brad Dourif is so good, and the puppeteers were so good.
Yeah.
Like for a moment, I thought Chucky was a living thing, feeling all that pain. So, like, ooh, 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Great puppet and voice performance.
I agree.
But then the next two kills of Chucky are, the first one was so satisfying and good. Kyle remembered that there was some kind of like superheated plastic that was dripping loose in the factory. It could have really injured Andy, but she saved him. But Andy knows about it now, and he lures Chucky there and opens it up to melt him away. And that is a genuinely gruesome and definitely final kill for Chucky. He's been melted.
What's he gonna do? No, he's got to be exploded. We got to make sure.
Yeah, he still comes back. And he's not even a threat, because what's he going to do? He's now fused to the rest of the, molten plastic. And he's just stuck where he is. Isn't he? Or does he continue to roll?
I feel like he looks covered in plastic, but I don't remember if he's moving, because they just jam the air thing in him, and that ends him.
I think he's moving, because they say he makes one last try for Andy. So I think he's still got the rollers, and he's trying to drag himself to Andy, and Kyle's the one with the air hose.
Yeah.
And I loved the explosion of Chucky. Oh my gosh, I loved the explosion of Chucky.
Oh, yeah. I think having their Chucky 3 in my mind, I'm like, this doesn't make sense. How does he come back? He's coming back, and he's coming back, and now he's for sure dead, except I know he comes back.
I also know he comes back, but I'm living in this movie, and I'm so satisfied at the death. Like, this is another aside, but it feels similar to how I grew up with both Godzilla and Jason Voorhees, where I would just watch whatever was on. And it didn't matter that he came back. It didn't matter how he died in the last one. Like, he's back, and he's going to kill again. And then we're going to kill him at the end. And it doesn't matter that he's going to come back again. It's a franchise, baby.
I mean, I guess.
So to me, I was just like, wow, what an incredible and final kill of Chucky. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, there's not a Child's Play 3. I know there's a Child's Play 3. But I just don't while I'm watching it.
I'll have to see if I can raise my critique again next movie, because like I've seen him die 6 times now. Is it going to be 9 at the end of the other one, and yet he comes back for a 4? We'll see.
Yeah, well, let's get right to those critiques. On this podcast, we do ratings, that's what I say. I'm going to get it wrong 100% of the time, even when I get it right. On this podcast, we do ratings, not grades. The primary difference is where you find the average. In a grade, the average is a 7 out of 10. And so if something does really bad, you kind of raise it up so it's maybe closer to a 50 or a 60 because you just don't want it to feel bad about its failing grade. But we say movies don't have feelings. We say the average is 5 out of 10. The middle, that's where the average should lie. Don't be offended if you hear your movie is a 5 out of 10. It just means we thought it was an average movie. So with that said, Justin, what would you give Child's Play 2?
Do you think they lost anything? Like, I feel like this one used only animatronics for Chucky. Do you think they did use any child ones? Because I feel like that added just a better sense of him being alive.
You know, now that you say that, I'm pretty sure that was mentioned in the making, or not the making of, but the little thing that I watched where they said that the body actor for Chucky did not come back for this movie because whoever was in charge of the money was like, we don't need him to run around. Like, just use a puppet. So
see, I loved that. Thinking back, I enjoyed that little clip where they had him crawling up the fire escape like a doll,
where he sat down on the counter. Like, there's so many nice, and they were just tiny, like, half-second clips, but they were good.
Yeah, I say that because I don't think I like this one as much as the first one. Yes, we know Chucky is already a killer doll, and we see him moving around, and his animatronics are really good. I think that's same for 1 and 2. I feel nitpicky, but the sparse locations, the contrived problems. I guess, I mean, they're part of a horror movie, but it just felt not too much above average. Animatronics, A+. Locations and using the locations, I think the basement kind of was nice. There's like multiple things happening in the basement, and the factory was like, there's no reason to go through this spot that puts eyeballs in. There's no reason to go up this little plastic contraption that's going to catch Chucky. It just felt worse on those points. It's in the 5s for me. I'll be okay with a 5.6.
Okay. You know, when you brought up the basement, it kind of made me remember that it does feel a little bit like this weirdly large basement. And I almost feel like they made it look like that because of how much smaller Andy is compared to the rest of the world. And so when you're little, things are huge. And so the basement felt huge. And a lot of these things feel larger than life. But for me, the really strong aspects of it are the fact that we get right into Chucky. Like, he's there. He is killing things. There's only really one moment at the very beginning where we've got the mystery of, is he alive? Like, yeah, that guy got electrocuted, but I don't know. This is 1990. Maybe they have faulty equipment because nobody cares about worker safety. I don't know. I know it's magic, but maybe it's not. And then the doll's just sitting next to the door. Maybe somebody kicked it. Like, maybe not. But then in the car, he's fully alive. He's ready to go. You mentioned the animatronic, and one of the most famous shots from this movie is my least favorite animatronic, and that is the teacher kill. When Chucky is walking forward with the yardstick, I don't think it looks good. I think his hands look huge, like Wreck-It Ralph's hands. and I like, yes, he looks creepy, but in this uncanny valley kind of way, which is weird because he's a doll. Like, he's not computer generated. There's something about it that just doesn't work in context with the rest of the movie. I think you do lose something by not having an actual actor running around as Chucky. And the puppet does fine, but oh boy, do I hate the labyrinth in the warehouse. I'm fine with the factory, but that maze really kind of made me angry for the end of the movie and kind of took me a minute to get back into it. But all of that said, I like this just as much as the last one. I loved both of these movies. I'm at a 7 out of 10. I am enamored with this franchise. I am shocked at how good these movies are.
Well, that's fair.
And if you're still on the spreadsheet, you can tell us the show average.
Show average with that is 6.3. Which is less than the first one. I mean, I feel like that, of course, that vindicates my rating more than yours, but it's fine. I think it's on the same level as the first one. I think it just, something is weird, and maybe I don't have the words for it, of the locations feeling.
It's just not clicking for you.
Like, the factory is just so odd. Like, there's a place where you can remake a doll, and aside from that, there's a place that puts the eyes in the dolls. I can't remember what the actual purpose of that big pyramid conveyor belt is.
That was to put the arms and legs on the doll and melt them on, I guess. Because, but the doll has to have its arms and legs move, so why are they melting it on?
It's just a weird feeling factory location.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
It's a fun house. It's not practical by any means. I do not believe actual Chucky dolls are being made at a factory that looks like this, or any toy for that matter. But in context, I liked it. And so I'm skewing the average on this one. I'm the one who is bringing everything up. That might change for the next one. I know I have seen Child's Play 3, but I really only remember one scene from the whole thing. And I don't want to spoil it because I don't think you've watched it. So, so I want you to be surprised by what's coming and what's in store, because like 20 plus years later from watching it on television, one scene sticks in my head pretty well. And I'm excited to see it again, to see if it lives up. This may take a turn for the worse. Future movies, I might be going like, wow, this sucked, and, giving them bad scores. But right now, I'm sitting here thinking these were two incredible horror movies. They're not perfect, but I'm putting them in my list of top horror franchises. Like, I really am surprised at how much I'm having fun with these movies.
That's interesting. I mean, I haven't watched very many of the other like 90s, 80s Friday the 13th or Halloween series, so I don't know if this is better than most of those, but
yeah, eventually we'll get to those and we'll see how they stack up. I've seen more Friday the 13th than I have seen Halloweens. And I think I've seen as many Halloweens as I have seen Nightmare on Elm Streets.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, those are the big top dollar, the big hitters when it comes to horror franchises. But Child's Play, like, it was late to the game because those other three came out earlier in the 80s. And they were putting out more movies. And then Child's Play comes along, and I don't know, it's special. I like it.
It's all right. It's average.
Well, that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. If you enjoyed listening to this podcast, give us a like, give us a rating, a review, a comment, whatever it is your platform of choice allows you to do. It tells other people that this is a show worth listening to, and we would love for you to help us get the word out. Another way you can do that is by sharing the episodes directly with your friends or family, especially if you loved those episodes. If you hated them, share it with your enemy. Curse them. And if you want to get in touch with us, let us know your thoughts on any of these franchises, or suggest a franchise that you think we would have a good time with. Send us an email at potatochippicturespod@gmail.com. And I guess until next time, watch your ankles.
Indeed.
Goodbye.
Bye.